The city has an ongoing commitment to protect and increase Tacoma's urban forest. A recently updated municipal code serves to enhance this commitment.
The Urban Forestry chapter of the Municipal Code is Chapter TMC 920, Urban Forestry, and that section of code specifically is for public trees. So it helps to regulate what we do with actions around trees in the public right-of-way, and those are areas that are typically outside of your parcel boundaries, so street trees such as we have around us today. So if you prune or plant or remove a tree in the public right-of-way, that is captured underneath that Urban Forestry Code section, as well as actions for trees on city real property as well, like our public open spaces and natural areas.
The initial municipal code regarding street trees was authored in 1927, almost 100 years ago.
That portion regulating tree pruning and removal, for instance, has not been touched since 1927 up until this year. And in December of 2023, City Council they adopted an ordinance to update that municipal code to, again, consolidate all of our urban forestry actions for public trees. So pruning, planting, and removals in the public right-of-way, and actions on public real property as well.
Other updates include the adoption of a heritage tree program, which is a public recognition program for the community's largest and most significant trees. Any community member can enroll their tree as long as it meets the standards listed in the code for size or significance.
In the last 100 years, the way that we view trees in the public right-of-way or in our communities in general has changed, culturally, but then also in terms of infrastructure as well. So we used to see trees as a thing of beauty in our cities, right? They provided street decorations. And now we know they're actually essential public infrastructure. So they help to reduce the urban heat island effect, so they cool our communities during extremes in heat. They help to filter and manage stormwater, keeping our Puget Sound healthy. And trees also help to define our communities. So some areas of the city we actually know for our big historic trees. And some areas we also are trying to improve our tree canopy throughout as well.
The city has rebuilt the public tree planting, pruning, and removal permits from the ground up, which will streamline the application and review process and provide additional guidance, support, and tips to be successful.
I think the biggest change that the community can expect to see is just our permitting standards in general. So we used to ask questions about the level of impact for the tree, kind of what your intent was and where the location of the tree is. And now we're also asking questions about what is your intent. So are you pruning that tree for clearance over roadways or sidewalks? Are you pruning trees to maintain health of the tree? And in terms of removal, we ask that now you demonstrate the purpose for your removal. Is it because the leaf litter is accumulating to a degree where you don't want to manage it? Or is it that the tree is actually a public hazard?
These questions aim to help protect urban tree canopy as well as meet stormwater and urban heat needs for the benefit of the community.
When the municipal code was adopted in December of 2023, City Council adopted some initial actions right away. So things like the way that we handle violations for illegal tree removals or prunings or plantings, for instance, or tree removals on city public property. Some things that are delayed, however, to give us time to have advanced communication with the community, to put together educational materials, to update our permit system, and then to hire staff. It will now be active on June 1st, and specifically we'll be updating the way that we permit and request permit applications around tree pruning, tree planting, and tree removal in the public right-of-way.
It's important to remember that before doing any pruning, planting, or removal of a public tree, it's essential to obtain a permit first to safeguard yourself and the overall health of the community's tree canopy.